and its socio-economic impact positively felt by the people. According to Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Nigeria is quoted to have the largest road network in West Africa, with most of its major networks constructed in the 80s and 90s. In the same vein, as at 2019, there's a total road network of about 204,000 kilometers, of which only 33,000 kilometers being federal roads. And then this road lacked adequate maintenance and rehabilitation, which lead to complete failure of most of those roads. Road transport infrastructure is really a critical factor and drives economic growth, development, and prosperity of any nation. Due to lack of maintenance, adequate maintenance, and rehabilitation, there is a wide infrastructure gaps that need serious interventions. And these gaps lead to road traffic crashes rising over the years, leading to colossal loss of lives and property, running into billions, millions of naira. That what prompted the establishment of FRC in 1988 to curtail the menace. Other functions of FRC include recommending to appropriate authorities on the devices, works, and design for helping to minimize traffic crashes on the highway. Another function is to conduct researches into causes of road traffic crashes and also providing methods of preventing those crashes. We're all aware of the dwindling revenue drive of the federal government, the rising public debt, and the high cost of servicing those debt, including the cost of construction that is very high in Nigeria, is still a subject of debate in the country. And that leads the federal government to bring in the private sector to also participate in intervention of infrastructure, especially road infrastructure. Over the years, federal government initiated several intervention policies, among which is the Nigeria Integrated Infrastructure Master Plan, which was initiated in 2013. The federal government intention was to raise $3 billion to inject in road infrastructure in order to boost economic activities in the country. The second one is the Infrastructure Tax Relief, ITR, which was also introduced in 2012. The idea is to allow the private sector to construct road and therefore take 30% of what they have invested in constructing that road from the tax bill they present. The third one was the Road Trust Fund that was established in 2017. It was also a public-private partnership where private individuals and companies would bring out funds to support infrastructural road development. They are also allowed to take those reimbursements from the company tax bills they present to government. The other one is Sukuk, which is an Islamic bond introduced in 2017. The idea is to provide also funds from private individuals to stimulate, enhance bonds participation, and also to provide funds where government can also use to build road infrastructure. Some of those that are being constructed with school is the Sokoto Yauri Kebi Road, the Silesia Mina Road, and some other roads are being built with this Cook initiative. There's also the Belt and Road Initiative, which is purely a China public policy to inject funds to build railway and roads in order to stimulate economic growth between countries and continents, both globally and regionally. There's also another one, the Road Infrastructure Development and Refurbishment Tax Credit. It's an Executive Order 007 signed by the President himself in January 2019. The idea is to allow both manufacturing and construction companies to construct roads leading to their farms or their business areas, and then also take that from their company tax over the period. The next one is the Presidential Infrastructure Development Fund, which is also bringing back the looted funds from abroad to inject it in infrastructure development of roads. Some of these roads being constructed with this fund is the Abuja, Kaduna, Kano Road, the second Niger Bridge, and also there's another, I think the Lagos, Ibadan also, yes, it's also part of it. Then we have the Highway Development and Management Initiative. This is to bring in public sector technical expertise to also bring in capacity, private sector capacity in terms of administration, and also provide finances for the construction of roads. Then the World Bank also intervened on this corridor. The World Bank assisted the corridor by two components. One component of rehabilitation of specific roads, and also the safety components of it. The Safe Corridor project is a World Bank assisted project of FRC. It aimed at ensuring safety on some critical road corridors of the country. FRC has about 38 corridors marked to have easy administration, enforcement, and enlightenment to the motoring public on how best to use the road. But then, because of the intervention of the World Bank, only 6 corridors are being considered as a pilot scheme. This safe corridors is also a component of Federal Roads Development Program under the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. You can see why I always said that Federal Ministry of Works and Housing is a key stakeholder into this discussion. The FRC sub-corridor project identifies 6 unity roads to start with. These are the, you can see on the screen, Mokwa, Bida, Lambata, up to the Abuja metropolis as a pilot scheme. Then the characteristics of this road is hereby itemized to show you the importance of these corridors. The Mokwa, Bida, Lambata, Silesia Road is about 340 kilometers, linking the southwest to the north central. And the daily average traffic volume estimated to about 70,000 to 100,000 vehicles during peak period. And it is characterized by high trailer activities, especially between 10,000 to 15,000 trailers pass that road every day. And of course, because of the volume of traffic, especially the trailers, there is also high rate of road traffic crashes, leading to fatalities and injuries. The second corridor is the Enugu-Abakaliki inform leading to Cameroon border. It's also a very lengthy kilometer, about 580 kilometers. Average daily traffic of 50,000 to 100,000 vehicles at peak period, and characterized by high trailer and commercial buses activities. It also have the prevalence of road traffic crashes and heavy traffic congestions. Most of the time, the road suffers from poor road infrastructure outlay, frequent trailer breakdown, and chaos. We also have the third one at the Benin, Ifon, or Elisha corridor, about 350 kilometers linking the southwest to the south-south, with an average daily traffic of 100 to 150 kilometers. It also have high road traffic crashes and heavy traffic congestion. The other one, fourth, is the Jos Bauchi-Gombe corridor, which is also a lengthy road of 540 kilometers, average daily traffic of 70 to 100, and characterized by high trailer and commercial buses activities. The Abuja-Kaduna-Kano corridor has over 500 kilometers linking the north central and the northwest region, including also the northeast. The average daily traffic is about 80,000 to 120,000 kilometers vehicles. Then relatively high rate of road traffic crashes and median rate of traffic congestion. This route always have high fatality and high road traffic crash, the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano corridor. Then also we have the last corridor being sponsored by the World Bank, that is the Abuja Metropolis. Just about 80 kilometer route, and the daily traffic flow is about 100 to 150, characterized by high commercial and private vehicle activities. The road has the best road transport infrastructure among other corridors, but yet we also experience high traffic crashes due to speeding. The World Bank itemized 5 pillars that it invested on to make the highway and the corridor safe. We have the first pillar as the safety engineering. We have also the enforcement as a pillar. We also have the emergency medical services. The other pillar is the training, technical assistance to the FRC personnel, and then we also have the public education and sensitization. The safety engineering component has the road safety audit, where qualitative assessment and report is being made on road safety issues on those roads. And then it also quantifies opportunities for improvement at all the time. The enforcement component, the addition of equipment and gadgets for enforcement activities and the capacity building provided for the staff made the enforcement more effective with this pillar of enforcement by intervention by the World Bank. We also have the emergency medical services. In this one, the corridors were also divided into 18 zebras. And these zebras are the ambulance point, where each zebra has an ambulance, and we deploy FRC staff to man that ambulance. So the World Bank procured 18 advanced life support ambulance to also complement and administer the zebras that we have 18 within the 6 corridors that are itemized and sponsored by the World Bank. The expected impact of those zebras is to probably improve the response time between the time of crash and the time of intervention by either FRC personnel or any other security agent that is involved in rescue operation. Before, it used to be about 30 minutes, but now it is between 20 minutes to 15 minutes. But the target, FRC target, is to have 5 minutes. Just within 5 minutes, if any crash happens, FRC personnel or any other security agent that is involved in rescue operation should be able to be there.